someone else go first this time?
Yes, I think so. I assume I start my traveling in a train, just because. And so what you'd see is me sitting in a corner and basically writing lists in a notebook concerning everything I can remember about the course.
All right.
Every now and again, changing the page and starting a new list and crossing over things and rewriting.
Yes, very good. Exactly. This is what I'm. Exactly what I. That's very good. I think we this, and the length is perfect. Also, this is what I mean. Just it doesn't need to be more. Anyone else?
I think my character is taking a horse riding down to this place. Then riding down the horse with a horse, and not takes just riding that horse. I'm not sure what more I can put in.
No, if I ask you if there is some kind of like trouble on the way, someone's trying to prevent you from coming, how do you handle that? What if?
Well, we can take a situation there where somebody is.
Or what if your character just feels particularly hungry along the way? What do they do?
Yes.
Well, I think both can be put into the same perspective. If we say somebody stops her, like I want your help, and she says no, I'm sorry, I don't have time, and he holds up a gun and like I want that horse. He's threatening her. She's like, okay, going down, and while he thinks he gets the horse, she hits him in the head and takes him into the woods and eats him.
All right. Like,
I'm kind of curious. When she eats somebody, is it like a hyena going?
Yeah, I'm thinking like that. I want her.
Well, I was also going to suggest, that we just see her with a napkin, So I don't know which one, but I'm saying the first. Okay, I see where you're going.
I think she's pretty brutal.
Okay,
she's pretty brutal.
No,
this is her family thing. I mean, it's pretty brutal.
Okay. Yeah, good. All right. Then we have Garth.
Yes, it's quite simple. Garth puts a bullet through the forehead of some son of a bitch and collects the pay, and that allows him to get food and other things he needs for his trip to continue riding across the northern states to get to Montana. It's that fast. It's like is there anyone around here who needs to be killed and who will pay for it? I'll pay you. Okay, bang. Thank you very much. And
is it? Do you take a comfortable ride, or do you just like do you, if there's a train or something like, do you take that, or do you ride?
I think that he's not taking a train. I think that he's riding, but he's pushing the horse hard and covering a lot of distance every day. He might, for example, have used this job. This is a good idea. He uses this job in order to trade out for a better horse.
Yeah.
For example, that's why he stopped long enough to do a quick job, and therefore now has a tougher horse to get through the snowy mountains.
All right, very good. Now we will practice the essential game mechanics in this game, and that's writing a writing something that is true about your character. And this is what we do in the first thing, just to try and if you go to Miro and you see, like I've pressed so you can join so I can change, take your camera, like join that. I think it's called screen sharing or something like. No, it's called screen sharing.
I clicked on your icon, so I see exactly what you're seeing.
You can do that. Or you can just click on the invite and invite to the screen share, and I will drag you around. So what you can do now is to write something about your character. We have like these 9 slots here to write, which you can write, and it's attribute, need, issue, flaw, relationship, mysteries, belief.
Ooh.
And we have these 3 blank spaces also.
Attribute.
But
say them again.
Attribute, need, issue, and flaw. That's it's the same. And then you have relationship, and then you have mysteries, and then you have belief, and that's 6. Attribute, need, issue, flaw, relationship, mysteries, and beliefs. You can see it on the screen now if you
I know, but
look where
issue and flaw are the same. Is that it?
Yeah, that's basically. I mean,
5, 6. Okay, and then we have 3 blanks. Okay, so
Yeah.
we are writing
Since
something that is. So we will just pick one and write it. Okay.
Yeah, but since if you see, I mean, you don't start describing a character's flaw in the first prologue
Anything
scene.
but the flaw. Okay.
No, but you can. There will be a lot of time to describe different things about your character. So you can write something, a small detail about what we just saw.
Yeah, I've got mine.
In this. Yeah.
It's a mystery.
So if you, all right, and yes, tell me what it is, and I can help you determine if it's a mystery or not, because
he is far too young.
I think that's not a mystery. A mystery is something that is a mystery to your character, something that is an enigma that you're struggling with. Why is everyone evil?
Okay. Never mind.
Or something like that. But this, he is far too young is a very good generic one.
Yes, you're right. Okay. Yeah, he goes into the fill-in. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So so like putting that there is very, very. And is it he's far too young, or he looks far too young?
You are so complicated.
Okay. It has to do with the backstory, but
I know.
He is far too young.
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. What do you think? What have we? What can we establish about May in this?
I'm drawing a blank right now. If Max has an idea, take that first.
Do you want
I'm
help?
thinking.
I mean, I am structured.
I'm thinking.
Let Max do it.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused. Are we supposed to write something on every single one, or just take
only one?
Just one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you don't even have to.
Except for the flaw.
You don't
you
even,
can't do the flaw.
Yeah, and basically probably can't. It's not very meaningful to the relationship either, but we can do stuff. But I suggest that you just establish something that is really obvious in that scene. I mean, I can give you and anything that you write down, you will be able to change later on, and anything that you write down that doesn't feel correct after a while, you can change. So there's no risk of doing anything wrong in this.
Can
It's
I
just
give a pro
way
tip?
to start. Yeah.
Unless you have something in mind, like I already did about him being young, if you don't have something like that, look at what you just already said and use it. So, for example, you described how she kills and eats. You said she's brutal. So I'm just quoting you.
I was
put that
thinking the same thing, but it's just a description of how she is as a character.
Right.
That we should do. Because then the brutal should be pretty good to use.
Yeah. So it could either be an attribute or it could be one of the blank ones.
Yeah, and you could write it as I've done now. Marina is brutal, but and you don't need to have that as your attribute. You can save that for you because there might be another attribute that's even more important. There's nothing hindering you from writing down like 4 attributes. But this is a very good one also.
I think we can take that for as an attribute right now.
Yeah.
I was thinking it would be interesting to see her needs more, but right now I don't know what that is.
Right.
No,
so
exactly.
So you already showed us something.
That's what I'm trying. So it's better if we take attributes and that she's pretty brutal.
Yeah, and do you want to put that on your attribute, or should I put it on a blank spot? It doesn't matter at all. So
take it as an attribute.
Yeah,
and we'll see if I can fit it into the story.
Yeah,
I think I can. Brutal. Yeah, I think I might have some ideas.
It's an option.
Yeah.
So, Helma, you could use the same logic and just use what you have already described.
I'm thinking of something. I don't know whether it would be an attribute or a blank spot, but I think when she's writing things down, she's making connections between them, and she's pretty good at that. So it helps her to see how things are connected, what's going on.
She's good at mind maps or logical connections.
Yeah, kind of.
I think like
she's completely confused if she looks at the world, but the moment she starts writing things down, she gets a hook on it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
I think that really makes sense, and I would write it as you like, exactly as you said. When she writes things down, things get connected. It doesn't need to be more complicated because the 3 of us we know what you mean when you wrote that down about your character.
Okay.
So
right. Go ahead. Sounds good.
All right. So and this is after every scene you play, you will have the opportunity to make another something more that is established.
It's pretty obvious that we are going to be filling out pieces of this as we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not asking you too much about your backstory and what's up and things like that, because that will evolve as we go along.
Mm-hmm.